When God blesses you with extra days, what you gonna do with them, huh? Leap, homie. Good heaven. Alright, yeah. If it's drama, don't approach now. Positive vibe. We analyze the game different, we talk game different. It's been in our bloodline before us, and it will remain long after us. This is Generational Wealth of Sports, sponsored by InvestTV Television. Register to have your own InvestTV channel today at InvestTV.Club. That's InvestTV.Club, the place where your content is appreciated. You get paid for the likes you receive on your content, and you also get paid every time someone views your channel. Together we will shine. Register today to have your own channel at InvestTV.Club.
Hey.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Not too much. Rolling around, running around.
I hear that, man. We back for the Generational Wealth of Sports here. Before we jump into this AFC, man, y'all watched that Colorado game last night?
I didn't see anything. Stuck around.
You in the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Some ESPN Plus in there.
Was it?
Nope. Plus nothing. Can't get nothing live.
How about you, D? You catch that Colorado game?
I was like, I didn't get it till this morning. I was like, oh, they played last night. I was like, man, I missed the game.
Yeah, they snuck that one in there.
Because but I'm not expecting college on Thursday.
Yeah. No, they had a nice little slate last night, man. But I tell you about that boy Shador, man. He the future. You can't coach that type of confidence. That boy different. I say that boy different, man. When he gets to the league, if they put him in the right system, Black Tom Brady, man.
Okay. Well, you know what? I tell you what, that we're about to see in a minute, but New England, he better not be in the draft for New England picking first.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That could be real serious then.
Yeah.
Better bring Travis with him.
Right?
Oh, man. Yeah, that boy cold, man. He had so many catches. He said he had some crazy catches yesterday. Every time he caught it was a touchdown. For real. Yeah, they do some things with that That defense picked it up in the second half, and that's how they win the game. And you know, that North Dakota State team, they good in their division. They be winning championships all the time. So it was a good little test for them, man. It was a good little test for them. I liked it. Okay, man, we're going to jump on in here.
All right.
We got these Ravens. We ended it off with the Rams, which is Pop's NFC team. Now we started with the Ravens, which is Pop's AFC team. For real.
17-0.
It's pretty close, looking like. I ain't gonna lie to you. They it's looking close.
Let's see. Ravens. They start the season with a loss against Kansas City. Yeah.
That game in Kansas City, right?
That game is in Kansas City, yes.
Okay.
Then they're at home against the Raiders. They're away against Dallas. They're at home against Buffalo. They're away against Cincinnati. Yeah, that's a tough schedule to start the season.
I mean, it's the toughest division in football at the moment, close to it.
Yeah, it is. All right. Then they're at home against Washington. They're away against Tampa Bay. They're away against Cleveland. They're at home against Denver. Then they got the Bengals at home. Then they have Pittsburgh. They're in Pittsburgh for that game. Then they have the Chargers. They're in Los Angeles for that game. Then they're at home against the Eagles. That's a good game. Right before their bye week. Okay, let's see. Then they're in New York against the Giants. And they're at home against Pittsburgh. And then they're away against Houston. And at home against the Browns. What are we thinking here? I got it 12-5. I got it 12-5. If they can get through that beginning stretch, I think they'll be all right.
Yep. With you with that, 12-5.
All right. We got a 3 for concur. I concur 12-5. He got a 3 for on that one.
Oh, man. Well, it happened once when we did the NFC. Maybe it'll just happen once against the AFC. It probably happened twice because I know we'll all have Kansas City 17-0. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's looking like that. It might be. Like, it just might be that.
They the Harlem Globetrotters.
Right. Don't boost my head up.
I mean, a three-peat is we ain't seen the three. Has there ever been a three-peat in the NFL?
Ever.
So I'm like that. The NBA ain't even had a three-peat in 25 years. So it's like
we shall see. It would be nice. Next up, we got the Bengals. Okay. Mm-hmm. They start the season in New England.
Yup.
Okay. Then they have a loss against Kansas City in Kansas City. Then they're at home. Man, what's this trying to pop up and block my vision here? Okay. Yeah, we got to pull it back up. Give me a second. Something had to hate on me real quick.
Objected to that Kansas City game.
Yeah, right. Why they have to do it at that time? Oh no! Don't tell me that this is going to happen. Oh man, where did we go here? We had the Bengals scheduled up. They tried to sell me something. Some pop-up just popped up. Customer reward program. We don't want it. Scam. All right, here we go. Okay, they got the loss against Kansas City. Then they're at home against Washington. They're away against Carolina. They're at home against the Ravens. They are away against the Giants. Okay, yeah, this thing keep popping up with the Bengals. They want people to, they must be looking for some money over there in Cincinnati. They trying to pay Jamar Chase. He's not playing right now.
Ooh, well, that changes a lot then.
Keep him happy.
Okay. Let's see. We had it away against the Giants. Then they're away against the Browns. Then they're at home against the Eagles. Then they're at home against the Raiders. And they're away against Baltimore. And then they're away against the Chargers right before their bye week. Then they're at home against Pittsburgh. They're away against Dallas. They're away against Tennessee. They're they're at home against the Browns and at home against Denver. Then they're away against Pittsburgh to close out the season. Okay. Man, this is contingent on if Jamar Chase is playing or not.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, huge. They lost T. Higgins, right?
Yeah. I think so,
I
actually.
believe they did.
Might have to look and see if T playing.
This goes between if they're gonna go 11-6 or 6-11. But I'll go 11-6. They gotta pay them, man. They gotta pay them.
I got him 9-8.
Okay, T playing. I'm gonna go a bold take and say 13-4.
Oh man.
Because I was like, they got some favorable matchups, and it's like if they could steal some big ones, and Joe Burrow is up to his level that he's supposed to be, and his receivers is playing, we could get there. It might be because it's like I guess a lot of numbers point me. I'm a Joe Burrow guy now, so everything's been trying to send me that way. So
I guess that makes sense then.
I got it.
Bomber.
We got some bias here.
Like, shoot.
13-4. So what'd you say, Pops? We got some cases of popcorn on these games.
9-8. I'm 9-8.
All right, that one gonna stand out, man. Who gonna get the cases of popcorn at the end of the season?
They had a lot of losses on their defense and everything else, so I don't think they can hold that.
That one's gonna play a big role. Let's see. We got Pittsburgh next. Okay, they start the season well with their quarterback situation. I don't know. They got Russell Wilson in there, but Justin Fields might be that man. They're gonna try to play them both. I believe. So that might cause a little bit of issues over there. I know Russ always try to keep a smile on. Life is great. But
more high knees.
Yeah, you got to show up and play. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with their quarterback situation. It should be I always got faith in Tomlin though.
Right.
Tomlin, he could Shondell could take the hat and act like Tom. He could go coach the team. I always got faith in Tomlin. All right, go. They got Atlanta in Atlanta to start the season. They have the Broncos in Denver. All right. Then they're at home against the Chargers. They're away against the Colts. They are at home against Dallas. They're away against the Raiders. They're at home against the Jets. They're at home against the Giants. Then that's their bye week. Then they're away against Washington. Okay. And they're at home against Baltimore. They're away against Cleveland and away against the Bengals. Then they're at home against Cleveland and away against the Eagles. Okay. Then they're away against Baltimore. They're at home against Kansas City, and we know how that goes. And they're at home against the Bengals to close out the season. Hey, man, this might be Russell's last year, man. Rumpelstiltskin might be out of here. Oh, man. I do not want to see Tomlin have a losing season. It's never happened.
First time ever.
And I might have to go with the floor on this one, but it's from in the moment. I was like, it's looking like a 7-10 season.
Oh man, I'll take you down for 7-10. What you got, Pops?
I'll go 8-9. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
My heart wants to say 9-8.
Yeah, I was trying to say that. Right? I was trying my hardest to push it there.
I gotta go 6-11, man. I don't think Russ can get it done. I don't.
What about Jay Field?
I think he can come in and give them a spark, but I'm not sure if he's ready to lead this team yet. You know, they got a lot of pieces, but when you got that discrepancy at quarterback, that ain't a good way to start the season.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields is a beast. This is somebody they was talking about could be an MVP last year at the start of last year before it got ugly. You know what I mean? So it's not like a scrub is backing him up. I don't know if Russell could play freely with him backing him up. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's just where my problem comes in. And I don't think they're gonna have a quick hook on Russ. Like, oh no, you messing up, come out. I think they're gonna try to stick with him, you know, and integrate it just seemed like a messy situation to me.
Do they got any receivers at the moment to the standard of I could get some passes from whoever?
Well, I mean, they got Pickens though. They got Pickens over there, but
they got a couple of guys that are all right. They're all right.
I mean, I got some stuff wrote down, and I'm like, I was like, I only got the quarterbacks' names on the offense.
Yeah. They got a decent tight end. They got one receiver. They got another receiver that can step up a little bit, but they're gonna have to play their backs.
That offensive line is shaky.
Yeah. And now, see, I'm 6-11. My heart wants 9-8 for Tomlin. Yeah.
Well, you know what I would say is like if they do get something close to that, I was like at least because it's a situation of the NFL doesn't have a lottery, so it's like it's not like it's the NBA where I get the best player or I could just sneak in the top 5 by not being good.
Yeah,
I have to sort of balance out somewhere.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
Division's too tough though.
Yeah, at that.
Yeah. Now we got the Browns. I never know with the Browns.
I mean, they're similar to how I consider our Michigan State basketball team. When they're counted out, they're the best team in the world. But they have when they're the best team, they're going straight down the tube.
Yeah.
It's like they're just gonna make you mad. You're gonna be huffing and puffing at the end of the last game.
Yeah, this is a toss up for me. Let's see how it goes.
If Deshaun can play this year, then maybe we could.
I think he'll be out there. But I don't know if he make much of a difference. I ain't seen nothing like.
Right.
Talk about it. They paid this man like he Mahomes.
Right.
For real. But when he got out there, he played like Ryan Leaf.
Well, maybe that's that the Texan system is a little better on the quarterback. I don't know. But I mean, we'll get to them later.
They have a point. We'll check back into that one later on in the season.
Yeah. Loose women in Cleveland. Need some more loose women in Cleveland.
Right.
Right. Oh man, here we go. They start the season at home against Dallas. Okay, then they're away against Jacksonville. They're at home against the Giants. They're away against the Raiders. They're away against Washington. They're away against Philly. Then they're at home against the Bengals and at home against the Ravens. And they have 3 home games in a row. They will have the Chargers at home before their bye week. Then they're in New Orleans. They play Pittsburgh and they're at home against Pittsburgh. They're away against Denver and away against Pittsburgh. Then they're at home against Kansas City. And we know how that goes. They're away against the Bengals. They are at home against the Dolphins. And they close the season at home against the Ravens. That's a tough schedule.
It really is, yeah. It's
a tough schedule.
I mean, I'm in the window of what I was looking for, so.
Yeah. Which
8-9.
9?
I tried to stretch to 9, but it wasn't happening. I was like, you just said the Ravens, then it was like the Steelers at home, and I'm like, okay, Steelers at home is not.
Lucky
Maybe
they
if
got
the
the Dolphins.
Steelers ain't good, then we might get the 9.
Well, I got the Ravens 12-5 and the Bengals 11-6. So Browns got to be 6-11, just like the Steelers. They 6-11 for me.
8-9 for me. 8-9.
And I'm not sure about that. I don't
Trying to have faith in my man. He gonna get a couple games. He shouldn't.
Okay, all right. And
I was working on the hope with Tomlin that he could steal some, and I was like, okay, I'd like the Steelers at home is a good bet on somebody.
I hear that. And Nick Chubb, is he starting this? I don't think he's starting the season. Oh, yeah, man. 0-17. I'm at 6-11 on them. I'm sticking with that.
I think he's out the first month.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 weeks, I believe.
But luckily, that's the easy part of the year.
Well, yeah.
You want to win those, though.
You want to win? Need those games. All right. Next, we got the Bills. And I ain't gonna speak already on. I ain't gonna speak on that yet. We'll get to that later. But we have the Bills.
This might be an interesting one here.
Yeah. They start the season at home against Arizona. Okay. Then they're away against the Dolphins. Then they're at home against Jacksonville. They're away against Baltimore, and away against Houston, and away against the Jets. Yeah. Then they're at home against Tennessee. They're away against Seattle. They're at home against the Dolphins. They're away against the Colts. They're at home against Kansas City. And we know what happened in the playoffs when they was at home against Kansas City. So we know what's going to happen again right before their bye week. And then they come off the bye week and they're at home against San Francisco. Hey, that's going to be a tough little turnaround right there.
Yeah.
Like Kansas City before the bye, San Francisco after the bye. That's going to be the playoffs right
They
there.
might have done not gave me a bye week at that point. Just like then they didn't get
back. Wow. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, then it don't get no better. Then they're away against the Rams and away against the Lions.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule. Then they're at home against the Patriots.
That's a win.
And they're at home against the Jets, and they close the season away against the Patriots.
Okay. Ooh,
that's a tough schedule right there.
Yes.
That is. Oh man. They got a lot of new personnel too, and a lot of guys that left.
They lost a lot on the receivers. They lost a lot of receivers. Yeah. It's a downgrade at almost every receiver spot at the moment. So.
Man.
Yeah.
It gives my heart joy to say 9-8.
Well, yeah, I care. Say.
I'm going 7-10.
7-10.
I mean, you know what? The thing about the Patriots kind of boost some of the records in this division. So that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I hear that. That's a tough one, right? 7-10. Man, if they fall off that bad, it's going to be a while before they come back.
Yeah. I don't think Josh Allen going to survive past week 8. Would be much.
Oh, man, you messing up
Can't be Patrick Mahomes without the receiver.
Oh, man. I thought they was going to give Josh Allen the benefit of the doubt this year.
Hey, I mean, he's had the benefit of the doubt for a little bit too long. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, I'm going to say kind of, it's not a hot take to me, but it would be considered a hot take. But they push him in the Patrick Mahomes conversation, and he might could pass the ball like that, but he's not producing the same results.
Only thing he do like Pat is wake up in the morning. After he is inferior for the rest of the day.
Put a helmet on. I put a helmet on.
All right. Next, we got the Jets. Let's see. Jets. I hope Aaron Rodgers makes it through the season.
Right.
Okay, we got the starting the season. Oh man, away against San Francisco.
That's a loss.
Which is they got IU. They locked IU in. So San Francisco, I believe. What did I have? I had San Francisco going 13-4. I can firmly stand on that now. Okay, they start the season away against San Francisco. Then they're away against Tennessee. Then they're at home against New England. They're at home against Denver. And they're at home against Minnesota.
Okay.
And they're at home against Buffalo. 4 home games in a row.
Shoot, they might get 5 ball that one. Man, take all that. They play their cards.
They're away against the Steelers. And they are away against New England. They got a good little start to the season.
Right.
At home against Houston. They're away against Arizona. They're at home against the Colts. Then they have a bye week. Then they're at home against Seattle. All these home games. Then they're away against the Dolphins. They're away against Jacksonville. They're at home against the Rams. They're away against Buffalo. And they close the season at home against the Dolphins. That's a good schedule for them.
Yep.
I'm going to give them 11-6. I think I think they can pull the 11-6 if Aaron Rodgers is the man that he's been. Yeah, you know what I mean? If he stays healthy, I give him 11-6.
He stays in there. 10-7.
I concur 11-6.
11-6.
Because I was like, it's like that opening was pretty good. I was over here tripping.
Yeah.
That's
that was a solid beginning to the season. 4 home games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we're going to whoop you with the 49ers to start the season. Then we're going to be nice to you for the next 10 weeks.
Got to recover. If Bosa don't put Aaron Rodgers out.
Oh,
right. I mean, we know what happens when Aaron Rodgers played the 49ers. So.
Yeah, man. They ain't got no weaknesses over there in the 49ers right now. We'll see how it go. All right. Next up, we got the Dolphins. Okay. Personal vendetta against Tyreek Hill. I can drop it now. I don't have to have it no more. 2 rings in a row without him. He can go on. And we beat him in the playoffs.
He's number 1 in the league, though.
Yeah, he is that. It'll be nice to have him. I ain't saying that. But, hey, we have proven that we can win without him. All we do is win without him.
To be honest with you, the receivers y'all just make it look like it's like, oh, we don't need Tyreek Hill at this point.
It would be nice.
No concern if they get nice.
I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. All right, man. We got the Dolphins. They are starting the season at home against Jacksonville. Then they're at home against Buffalo. They're away against Seattle. They're at home against Tennessee. And they're away against the Patriots. Then they have an early bye week. Okay, so that might come in hand. You know how they are with injuries over there. Okay. Then they're away against the Colts. They're at home against Arizona. They're away against Buffalo. Then they're away against the Rams. Then they're at home against the Raiders and at home against the Patriots. Then they're away against Green Bay. They're at home against the Jets. They're away against Houston. They're at home against the 49ers. They're away against the Browns, and they close the season away against the Jets.
Yeah. Two cold games at the end, huh?
Yeah, try to get them. I think this is going into their bye week. They could be undefeated. I think this is a good schedule for them. I'm gonna go 12-5.
Okay.
Let's say 10-7.
I'll concur with Granddad this time.
10-7.
Because I got the 10, and then I was trying to get another one, but it is like the 49ers, and then like that away, and I'm like, okay, well, they're not getting no more than
that. We shall see. I got my hot takes over here.
Okay.
Them cases of popcorn. I need my cases of popcorn on time.
Well, the thing about it though is like the Dolphins' record against good teams in this iteration hasn't been that great. So with teams over 500, they were not that good.
Yeah,
but they nice against the bums though.
Stop them.
Yeah.
Waddle and Cheetah be killing.
Yeah.
They eat good against those lower teams.
You got to see how it plays out, man. This may be the year.
If they don't kill Tua this time, maybe we can see what's going on. Don't beat Tua to death.
Yeah.
Like, there's some scary moments on that Dolphins field last year.
Yeah, that is true. If they can protect them, they'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Taking karate training or whatever.
Yeah. For real. He figured out how to fall.
Right.
Took karate to learn how to fall right.
But you know what? I take my bets against hitting Tua versus trying to catch Cheetah. So
yeah, for real. So all you gotta do is throw it. Somebody will get it. Throw it as far as you can. Somebody will be there.
Beckham down there too?
Yes.
Yeah, he down there. He missed. I think he's gonna miss a couple weeks though. But you know, when it matters, he'll be there.
Okay. If he gets healthy then too.
Yeah.
He get hurt every game.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that Super Bowl. This man got hurt in the middle of it. He started frying up and then got hurt.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, let's see here. We got the Patriots. You know.
0-17.
I would say. You know, they got the black coach over there now, so I'm hoping that he can at least do something.
I don't know if he could do nothing with that.
Yeah, they got him in a tough situation. They just named Brissett the starting quarterback over Drake May.
Okay, well then that changes not that much.
Feel naked.
Right. I don't know. I don't know.
It's like
nobody else they got
that of the other guy.
Let's see how this goes. They start the season away against the Bengals.
Ew.
Then they're at home against Seattle. Then they're away against the Jets. They're away against San Francisco. They're at home against the Dolphins. They're at home against Houston. They're at home against Jacksonville. They're at home against the Jets. They are away against Tennessee. They're at home against Chicago. They're away against Tennessee. They're away against Chicago. They're at home against the Rams. They're away against the Dolphins. They're at home against the Colts. They're away against Arizona. They're away against Buffalo. They're at home against the Chargers. And then they're at home to close it out against Buffalo.
Boston gonna be mad at me.
Oh, man. Because I'm trying to be hopeful for their new regime under the black coaches, I'm going to say 6-11.
I respect that. That's a nice answer.
That should keep them in there without people putting them on the hot seat.
For sure.
Yeah, you're gonna be boiling by the end of the year.
What you think?
Wow. Ooh, I give them 3 wins.
I stretched 3 myself, maybe 4 if they could steal just 1. They might could get 4.
So what you want to go with?
So I'm gonna say 3 and 14. That's where I couldn't stretch another one. I'd have to elasticate that joint too far.
Yeah, I understand.
You hyperextended.
Yeah.
It's a tough it's a tough one for them this year. It's gonna be.
Then with the Bills scratching and clawing for everything, they ain't getting none versus them. The Dolphins ain't beating them. The Jets ain't beating them. So it's like that's 6 L's right there.
Yeah. There's nothing nice about it.
I was like, didn't they play like the Niners too in there or something? Yeah. So it's like you put the 49ers on the schedule knowing we can. It's like,
they didn't do Mayo no favors.
Not at all. Not at all. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's see here. We will knock one more team out here, and then I'm gonna send you guys another link so we can just go ahead and get this done today.
For sure.
Then we'll just get right back on it. All right, let's see here. The Texans, they start the season away against the Colts. Then they're at home against Chicago. They are away against Minnesota. They're at home against Jacksonville and at home against the Bills. Then they're away against the Patriots and away against Green Bay. Then they're at home against the Colts and away against the Jets. Then they're at home against the Lions. They're at home against the Lions. Then they're away against Dallas. Then they're at home against Tennessee. They're away against Jacksonville. They got a late bye week. And week 14 is the bye week. And you would think that would be like, okay, get us generated for the playoffs. But right after the bye week, they're at home against the Dolphins. Then they're away against Kansas City. And at home against Baltimore. It's beat down games. And then they close the season out away against Tennessee. I think I'm gonna go 10-7. I think I'm gonna go 10-7 on that.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I got 9-8.
9-8. Oh man!
Because I had to give or take a couple. Because I was like, if the Colts can pull one out on them, I was like, maybe I'll give the Colts the home game or not. And I was sort of battling between that. But I was like, and then they had all that at the end. I was like, I'd just give them the Colts game because they go need it. They go need them. Yeah. Maybe they can steal a big one from one of the ones, but we'll see what happens.
Oh man! All right, so we'll take a little break here. I'll send you a link. I think they make you do it in 30-minute increments. So 1:30 work, get a little break, and then we'll be back at 1:30.
Yep.
All right. See y'all in a minute.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to the Generational Wealth of Sports podcast. If you are viewing on InvestTV, great, because at no cost to you, every time you view our channel or watch our content, we receive financial credit for those views, as long as you're logged in, that is. So if you don't have an account with InvestTV, please register now for free. When you register for the free supporter investor account, every time you view our channel or watch our content, we get paid. So thank you in advance for registering for free and logging in. We appreciate your support. Oh yeah, also at no cost to you, we get paid for the likes we receive on our content as well. So go ahead and push that like button. For real.
For real. So I was like, It got to the end of the practice the other day, and they put the parents against the kids. So I'm like, oh, well, here we go. You know what I mean? I'm about to show her everything I've been saying. You know what I mean? So it was cool, but shoot, I done turned into you out there, man. I'm no look everywhere. They happy. I was like, oh man, he feeding everybody.
All right, I jumped in. I'm back.
Oh man, you was lost for a minute.
I had some notifications, so I had put my stuff on D&D, so I didn't even catch it until late. I was like, shoot, it'll be like 30 minutes by then.
Yeah.
Where we at? Who I miss?
Yeah, I just told Pops I done turned into him out there on the basketball court. And, you know, Magic Johnson stole the no look from Pops, but Magic Johnson's team was balling. That's how he got it. I done turned into Pops out there. I'm no looks everywhere in the ring, like, you showing off. I'm like, no, it's just what come natural.
Everybody fat.
Right.
Hey, I won't lie to you. I have flicked some full court passes off where they don't even. I just that mug gone. It's like, if somebody running, you better go get it.
Right.
A little backspin on it. A little backspin on it.
Right. All right, here we go, man. Let's see how we can run through these, man. We got about 7 more. All right, here, let's go. We got the Colts, okay? The Colts, they start the season at home against Houston. Then they're away against Green Bay. They're at home against Chicago. They're at home against Pittsburgh. They're away against Jacksonville. And they're away against Tennessee. They're at home against the Dolphins. They're away against Houston. Then they're away against Minnesota. They're at home against Buffalo. They're away against the Jets. They're at home against Detroit. They're away against the Patriots. Then they have a bye week, week 14. They're away against Denver. They're at home against Tennessee. They're away against the Giants. And they close it out at home against Jacksonville. Yeah, that's a tough schedule for them. I think I'm
pretty easy at the end.
Yeah,
it got easier at the end.
They got about 5 at the end right there. They did sneak up and get that.
I'm gonna go 7 and 10 on that one.
9-8 for me. I think they can do all right.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go around that and give them a 8-9.
8-9.
Because I was like, that's.
Yeah, they got Richardson and they got the good running back over there too. But I think he gonna take off the running back's play over there. Richardson gonna run the ball like he the running back.
Yeah, so he gonna be a
get hurt
mini
again.
Lamar.
He's gonna learn his lesson. That boy's huge.
Yeah.
Gator.
All right. Next we got the Jags. They start the season they're in Miami to start the season. Then they have the Browns at home. Then they're at Buffalo. They're at Houston. They're at home against the Colts and at home against the Bears. Then they're at home against the Patriots. Then they're at home 4 home games. They're at home against Green Bay. All right. Then they're away against Philly. And they're at home against Minnesota and away against Detroit before their bye week. Then they come back and they're at home against Houston. They're away against Tennessee. They're at home against the Jets. They're away against the Raiders. They're at home against Tennessee. And they close it out away against the Colts. I think I got the Jags 9-8.
8-9 for me. 8-9.
I think that's kind of the window. I'll be optimistic and just say 9 this time. I was just saying
9.
Because I was like, that last game is like, can you win it or will you lose it? Because the Colts are like all right enough to where it's like, hey, at home they might carry that joint, but it's like at the same time, they're the Colts at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Next, we got Tennessee.
I would make the same joke I made about the Pats, but they're not quite as bad as.
They got taking the snaps in Tennessee?
Will Levis.
Levis. Okay, we'll see. All right, they start Man, they start the season away against Chicago. Then they're at home against the Jets and at home against Green Bay. Then they're away against Miami, and they have an early bye week, week 5. Okay, which is not good for them.
Yeah.
Then they're at home against the Colts. They're away against the Bills and away against the Lions.
Dog.
Yeah. Then they're at home against the Patriots. Then they're away against the Chargers and at home against Minnesota. Then they're away against Houston. They're away against Washington. They're at home against Jacksonville and at home against the Bengals. They're away against the Colts. Yeah, this is a hard schedule. They're away against Jacksonville and they close it out at home against Houston.
Oh my gosh, that was worse than I thought.
Yeah, I'm going 4-13 for that one.
I'm giving them 5 and 12.
5-12.
So I'm gonna throw an upset in there because I don't want to go as low as I'm thinking at the moment. So I'm gonna just say
you ain't go negative numbers.
3 and 14. 3 and 14.
3 and 14.
I would just give them one extra because I was like, they got the Pats maybe once, maybe twice, because they both gonna be scrapping for the little scraps that they can get.
So you had the Giants 2 and 15. So you feel like Tennessee gonna do one more game better than
yeah, because my projections were all better than 2 or 3 games.
So put it in perspective. I guess that makes a little bit of sense. I think Tennessee will be one game better than that.
And it's like they shouldn't be that bad. They might can steal a couple if we got a cold spark for a team in the.
I think I got the Giants winning that one.
I could respect that.
Yeah, let's see. Next, we got the Chargers. So everybody.
Jim Harbaugh.
Everybody in this division goes 0-17, except for you know who.
I mean, it's all right. That's 2 losses on everybody's record there.
Man.
And it's not. I'm not being biased saying that. I'm not stretching anything.
I believe so. If anybody has any hope, it is the Chargers.
Right.
If anybody has any hopes of beating us in that division.
The Harbaughs.
But actually, they got a interesting situation they got here, though. Because it's like they're in the cusp of everybody in the division can't be trash. So it's like we might just end up with the 4 extra dubs.
I mean, they got Harbaugh now, but they got rid of all their receivers. Like Allen's gone, Williams gone. Shoot, I don't know. Those are the people that was hurting us.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of my notes I said lost receivers and everything worse, and then I have a arrow down for Jim Harbaugh as well. But I don't know if I'm being biased saying that, but Jim Harbaugh as an NFL coach is.
Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Let's see. Week 1, they're at home against the Raiders. They're away against Carolina. They're away against Pittsburgh. Then they're at home against Kansas City, and they have an early bye week. All right. Then they're away against Denver. They're away against Arizona. They're at home against New Orleans. Then they're away against the Browns. and they're at home against Tennessee. Then they're at home against Cincinnati and at home against Baltimore. Then they're away against Atlanta and they're away against Kansas City. Then they're at home against Tampa Bay and they're at home against Denver. Then they're away against the Patriots and away against the Raiders. I think I'm gonna give them an 8-9 season this go around. I'm gonna go 8-9.
I'm gonna flip it, go 9-8 on this one. Cause I was like,
10-7.
Yeah, if Herbert can stay healthy. You know, that guy's been getting hurt lately. I don't know him. 10-7.
Yeah. We'll see, because he is sure if they ain't got him, then that's a wrap.
Yeah, for sure.
They got rid of they I think Eckler gone too. Like, man, everybody who was hurting us is gone.
Yep.
So
Harbaugh
let me
cleaned
be
house.
too optimistic.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, next we got the Broncos. Just put 0-17 for these bums. I think just because they got Russell Wilson, they'll pull a few out just off of that energy. They paying the man $40 million to stay away. That gotta make them feel good.
I mean, they got a new rookie quarterback that might be all right.
We'll go with the rookie.
Right.
I said, I don't know if they got any decent receivers over there.
They got a few. They got Sutton and they got Judy. And if they're still there, then they got that.
Okay. So it's like, hey, if the QB is any good, he got the O-line that could
hold
the line.
Good defense too. They'll be all right.
They got a nice little something going on, but
it's just not clicking yet, huh?
Yeah, they might be their quarterback is going to be a big piece in that coaching. That coaching is a big piece too. Yeah,
Sean Payton.
Yeah, Sean Payton over there doing his thing. Okay, they start week 1 at Seattle. Then week 2 they're at home against Pittsburgh. They're away against Tampa Bay and away against the Jets. Then they're at home against the Raiders and at home against the Chargers. Then they're away against New Orleans and they're at home against Carolina. They are away against the Ravens and away against Kansas City. Then they're at home against Atlanta. Then they're away against the Raiders. Then they're at home against the Browns before their bye week. Then they are at home against the Colts. They're away against the Chargers, away against the Bengals, and they close the season at home against Kansas City with a loss. Man. That's a tough one. I think I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say 5-12 because I think they'll split with the Raiders and Chargers and pick up a few during that. So I'll go 5-12.
I'm gonna say 7 because I like their defense. I think their defense. 7-10.
I'm gonna give them 4-13, so I ain't got on the same level as Tennessee. They're a little better than they did. They did better in my mind than Tennessee did. I wasn't expecting that one, but 5.5 is the over/under. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, that plays out. Next, we got the Raiders. Let's see what the Raiders got going on. They started. They got Adams over there handcuffed. So they don't let him go, then
They got a bad quarterback situation right now too.
Man,
it's not looking good on that.
The worst. So let's see here. They start week 1 at the Chargers. Then they're at Baltimore. Then they're at home against Carolina and at home against the Browns. Then they're away against Denver. Then they're at home against Pittsburgh. They're away against the Rams. They're at home against Kansas City. And they're away against the Bengals before their bye week. Then they're away against the Dolphins. They're at home against Denver. Then they're away against Kansas City and away against Tampa Bay. Then they're at home against Atlanta and at home against Jacksonville. Then they're away against New Orleans and at home against the Chargers. Yeah, that's a tough schedule. They got a decent bye week 10, but that's a tough schedule. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna give them 6. They always find a way to squeak some wins in, but this is the year they ain't getting to the playoffs. They ain't squeaking these wins out this year.
5-12 they go.
I'll concur with Grandpa. 5-12.
5-12. All right. Next, finally, not last but not least, is the 3-time in a row Super Bowl champions.
He won't count any chickens before they hatch.
Right. I didn't go. I mean, honestly, I was sweating in that Super Bowl, man. I was sweating in that Super Bowl. If I was a Chiefs fan, I'd have been drenched.
Yeah, I hear you. Sure, he was over here dancing. All good.
Taylor your boy Lee. he going depression.
I was talking trash during that game. They was trying to tell me they was gonna. They're not gonna lose, and they came back one night.
But man, my brother, I ain't, every time we meet in the Super Bowl, if it happens again, we'll get him on here. We'll get him on here while we watch the game. For real. So now we got the Chiefs, the only team that has the Super Bowl already etched in on their schedule. Wow. They start the season, a Thursday night game against the Ravens, and we're in Baltimore for that game.
0-1, maybe right there. That's 0-1.
Man, we went over against the Lions last year.
Yeah.
And we know how that turned out.
For sure. It should have been the Lions versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl last year, but
yeah. Well, they're gonna set us up. They're gonna set us up trying to take us out this year. So we'll see. We got week 1. We're away. We're it. Hold on. No. Let me start over. We're at home. We're at home again.
Okay, then this one.
Let me start over. I got a little mixed up here. We're at home against Baltimore. We're at home against the Bengals. We're away against Atlanta. Then away against the Chargers. Then we're at home against New Orleans. And we got an early bye week 6. I don't know why they trying to do that to us. Off of the bye week, we're away against San Francisco. And we might have to get on here for that game. That'd be the game. We're away at San Francisco. Then we're away against the Raiders. Then we're at home against Tampa Bay and at home against Denver. Then we're away against Buffalo. And we're away against Carolina. Then we're at home against the Raiders and at home against the Chargers. Then we are away against the Browns and at home against Houston. Then we're away against Pittsburgh and we close the season away against Denver.
No, yeah, I got a cream puff.
After
the first few games,
should I just give a natural answer? Is the question.
They gave us the early bye week. They had to look out after that.
Okay.
After a few games of that, the Denver Broncos always get lucky against us and try to split one every once in a while. We was beating their butts good, but last year I believe they got us once. Man, up to this point, my highest. You say what?
Got to keep Rice out of them race cars.
Oh, yeah. To this point, I gave 49ers 13-4, and I think that's the highest team that I've gave anything. I gave the Lions 13-4 too. I'm going 14-3.
Ooh, okay.
I'm the same. Green puffs, they just lobbed it up.
Well, I'm gonna change the guard here, and then I'm gonna shoot a little high, right? So I'm feeling a little froggy, so I'm gonna say 16-1.
Oh man,
that's the way it was looking for that one.
Don't jinx my team like that.
Who you got them losing to, D?
Who you got? I think it was like maybe a Bills game in there where the Bills might squeak one at the crib, or because there was one solid team that they played on the road, and I'm like, maybe they'll scratch that one. Or it's either the Bengals or it's the Bills. It's one of those two that could steal one.
We will see. One thing about us, man, we always fight against people who keep the ball and keep it away from us. So I'm thinking that at Cleveland game got me a little like, they might try to run and sneak in a couple touchdowns, field goals. So I'm thinking about them. And that Buffalo game did have me look at it, that San Francisco game. And then that Oakland.
Oh, that was San Fran. That was it. That was the one. That was the one.
For real. But I'm going 14-3. Pop said 14-3. You said 16-1 there.
Shoot high. Shoot high.
So we all locked in. We got the teams. Now my next question is, who do you got winning the MVP this year? This is for bonus points on our popcorn our popcorn bet.
Little cheese on
it.
Yeah. Let's see here. MVP.
I got the Bills only going 9-8. I was thinking Josh Allen because they took so much away. So many people left him. So I was thinking he's gonna have to step up into that role of MVP during the season, but I don't think they're gonna give it to nobody who's 9-8. So I'm gonna have to change that. If the Texans go 10-7, I'll say Stroud.
You think a year or two MVP for Stroud?
I think he can do it if he
no sophomore slump.
Nah, I don't think he'll see the slump. And you got to think about Jalen Hurts too, because he's so surrounded. I think that he'll have the numbers, but I think because he got Barkley in the backfield, and he got all these receivers, I think that they will not give it to him. You know what I mean? You got too much. Anybody could do good with that. They couldn't, but they will say that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna go Jalen Hurts.
What about Brock Purdy? He was getting a pretty heavy
that's
push from the media,
choice, but he got a lot of
weapons. Yeah, too many weapons.
Yeah, I don't want to say Mahomes because even though they might give it to him, I don't want to say Mahomes. I don't.
If he throw 40 touchdowns, that's the MVP to me. If he could throw 40, 50.
And they go 16-1.
All right.
Oh yeah, now
50
see.
touchdowns, 16-1. You know.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're right about that. You're right about that. But I'm gonna go with Stroud. I'm marking Stroud down for me.
I'm going Mahomes.
Okay.
Patty Mac.
I'm gonna go in the direction that I'm gonna have to go with this. I'm gonna say Lamar Jackson for a third time. Because I think that the Ravens, they sort of got a lot together, and if they're gonna do it, this might be the year.
Okay. Well, sure. Yeah, the reason why I ain't saying Mahomes is when he wins the MVP, when it comes to the playoffs in the Super Bowl, it don't turn out the way that I want it to turn out every time. Not every time. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping, of course, he has a great season, gets us to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Wins the Super Bowl, but that MVP, sometimes we got to go against a little bit of adversity during the season to push us over the edge to get that Super Bowl.
For
and
sure.
I'm thinking losing 3 games is enough adversity this year. You know what I mean?
Usually it's mid-season, so that's
I mean, maybe they take it easy, because it's like maybe they take it easy. And I mean, if you got Jim Harbaugh and 2 scrubs in the division, that's 6 wins right there.
So, okay, let's see here. Okay, one more bonus point from all this. Who do you got winning the chip? Who's the Super Bowl champ this year? You know who I got. I'm sticking with him 3 times. I'm putting 3X right next to him. Chiefs. Know who I got. Who you see taking it? We'll revisit this once the season get going, but my initial is my boys 3 times. Who you got?
I'm gonna let Granddad go second.
San Francisco.
Oh man, San Fran.
Pops will be happy about that one.
You know that.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to pick against what I want to happen, because I have vested interest in 2 other teams. And I guess 3 technically, if you consider the dad's team. I gotta root for them a little bit, even if I'm not the biggest 49ers guy. Yeah. So because it's like, so I'm gonna just say I'm gonna pick a very safe pick, because if I say what I want to say, I'm gonna jinx my squad. So
here we go.
I'm gonna say the Ravens are gonna win the Super Bowl this time.
You gonna go
not Detroit, but the Ravens. Just so you get what I want to say.
Yeah. I hear you. So you got Lamar winning MVP and the Ravens winning the chip.
He has to silence some doubters and some naysayers. They got to put some respect on his name.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. That ain't bad. Okay. So we have you got the Bears, Lions, Packers, and Vikings in one division. Who do you think wins that division? I'm going with the Lions winning the division.
Yep. Detroit Lions. Comfortably.
They should. I think Jordan Love's going to be a handful this year.
For sure.
You got Green Bay?
Well, they got them big receivers. Yes.
Yeah,
I think Green Bay going to edge them out.
Okay. All right, we got Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, and Commanders in that division. Who you got winning that one? I'm going to say, I think the Eagles will pull it out.
Yep.
The hater in me is going to make me say the Eagles, but I have a good feeling about the Cowboys in the regular season.
So who you want to pick?
I'm going Eagles. The hater Cowboys.
Right, we got Falcons, Panthers, Bucks, and Saints in that division.
Falcons, Panthers, Bucks, and Saints.
I'm gonna say the Bucks, man. I'm gonna say the Bucks.
Atlanta.
See, shoot. I was like, it's kind of tough because it's like there's a lot of middling, and then let's see, because Tampa has won it the last few years. I'm a big New Orleans guy, and the Saints find a way to always be surprising or just an irritant. So maybe just to say something different, I'd go Saints.
Oh man. See the way
just to say something different.
The way your schedule is set up, the way you
oh, hey,
it ain't too far off. You had the Saints winning way more than I did. All right, so all right, let's see here. Cardinals, Seahawks, 49ers, Rams. I got the 49ers winning that division.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really fight that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we have the Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns. I got the Ravens winning that division.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, got the Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots. I got the Dolphins winning that division.
Let's see, which one did I have higher on the win total?
You had the Jets. You had the Jets.
I go with my boy Aaron. Yeah, I get to. I'm happy I get to say something good about Aaron today.
Stick with the Jets.
Give me Miami. Will be the runner-up for MVP.
You got some 10-7 teams up there between the Jets and the Dolphins. Who you got winning that division?
Miami's gonna win it.
Dolphins. Okay, then we got the Texans.
Be runner-up MVP.
Yeah,
okay.
I hear that. We got the Texans, Colts, Jags, Titans. I got the Texans winning that division. Stroud getting the MVP. What you got?
Houston.
Texans.
Okay. I'm going to say kind of a close call, Texans. If the Jags can steal a few, maybe they could challenge for it.
Yeah, that's what your record said. You got them both 9-8, so yeah,
okay.
You come down to.
It'll work out.
All right.
Whoever beats the Titans more. Whoever can beat the Colts. Actually, it's the Colts. That's what it is. Who can beat the Colts
Broncos,
more?
Raiders, Chiefs. It looked like we all got the Chiefs winning that division.
Yeah, it's not even a conversation. Especially with Jim Harbaugh in L.A.
All right. Well, shoot, I'm going to let y'all know, man, before this ends on us. I need my popcorn on time. Don't forget, I got 7 kids, so that got to be a big old box.
Hey, name the website and we'll get it on the
way. We are all locked in. We made all our NFL picks. We'll delve into this in the coming days and weeks, and we'll get into the NBA as well. I'm trying to think of how we can do that one, but I got a nice little spin. I think we can make it happen. Yeah.
What kind of time we got right now?
Man, we less than a minute again.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna shoot something in the air real.
All right. Yeah. If it's drama, don't approach now. Positive vibes only. You see me with my homie. Positive vibes only. Yeah, ballin' like I'm cold. Positive vibes only. Positive vibes only. Positive vibes only. All my brothers flying in. We ballin' all weekend. Put on your glasses. So you can see it. Came up off the block. We had to feed it. You think you like us? You must be dreaming. You think you the king? Little homie, you reach. You might be eating, but over here we feast. You just want it, but over here we need it. Go hard, we mean it. You better believe it. If it's existing, then we had to speak it. Put in the work, so we can be it. Seen the vision, life was teaching. This is church. Chief is preaching. If it's drama, don't approach now. Positive vibes only. You see me with my homie. Positive vibes only. Yeah, ballin' like I'm cold. Positive vibes only. Positive vibes only.